Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome back to Stellaris MegaCorp, where last time we had possibly the most ridiculous event I've ever seen in a war in Stellaris, where we managed to end upon a time limit due to the fact that my allies just kept throwing away poor quality armies until my war score crept up on me, and then we basically lost a fallen empire homeworld by about, I don't know, a matter of weeks. It was days away. We could have actually secured that, but no, we didn't get it, which is rather annoying, but that's fine. Give it 10 years, we'll be back, we'll go get it again. Anyway, we probably need to take a moment to actually, rebuild our stockpiles of materials, because, yeah, we're a little bit low on both minerals and alloys right now, and my fleet has taken quite the battering. So, just letting a bit of time pass, rebuilding those supplies, rebuilding the fleets, probably not a bad idea, actually, no. And as we're only potentially, half a century away from endgame stuff starting to show up, I just need more fleet capacity. I desperately need more fleet capacity. And actually, that leads me to an interesting conclusion that I made recently, which is, galactic force projection is just mathematically a very bad idea. Because that gives you naval capacity up by 80, which is very, very nice indeed. But there's a problem, which is Grasp the Void gives you starbase capacity plus 5. Now, I've previously always sniffed at starbase capacity. It didn't seem that important to me. Except for one thing, of course, which is a starbase fully upgraded has 6 slots for buildings on it. If every single one of those buildings is an anchorage, and then you build the, the Naval Logistics Office in the other set of slots, then that's worth 6 fleet capacities per slot. So every starbase is worth 36 if you wanted to spec them that way. 2 of them is worth 72 on their own. So basically, Grasp the Void, if you've got the alloys to actually upgrade the starbases appropriately, is worth over double as much fleet capacity as Galactic Force Projection. So definitely something for me to remember in my next game, because Galactic Force Projection, though it's nice to get the plus 80 for free, in the long run, mathematically it just doesn't make sense to take over more starbases. Yes, and a couple of fun things about the materialists that we have recently defeated, which is, right now, their economic power is pathetic. So I'm hoping they're going to struggle to rebuild their fleets, but maybe the game will just give them a fleet. Possibly they've got some reserves of alloys they can use to actually build more. I can't see into their system, but for the next 10 years I've got open borders. So after my science ship's just kind of done its rounds here, I'm just going to send it back to their capital to basically just go and sit on top of their capital just to keep an eye on how many fleets they've actually got going on. Now, of course, the other way to get fleet capacity is to just put down more planets, open up more building slots, and build a lot more fortresses, which is questionable, because that just puts me more and more above my admin cap, and I'm already very, very, very much above my admin cap. But then, tradition adoption, now completely irrelevant. The only thing that really matters at this point is technology cost. That's pretty high, so I've got to make sure if I'm putting down new worlds, I'm putting down more science centers at the same time. Very, very important indeed. But let's just go over to the... there we go, the expansion planner. There's one in particular I thought might be of interest, and this was... that's okay, hang on, I swear there was something better floating around. Well, actually, we got a couple of choices here. So... Eden Prime, there is actually a decent enough world nearby there, Eden Prime 1. Eden Prime 2, that's not a bad generator world, and comes with crystalline caverns. Plus, I could have one governor manning all of this, which would not be that bad at all, and we can all just, look at the corpse of the Tianki matriarch and feel sort of bad about killing her. That's okay. The other option was, up in L space, this weird sort of slightly clipped off area. Up here there was a really, really flipping nice generator world over there. That could be very, very good indeed. But, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, actually, about going for those 2 worlds by Eden Prime. Screw it, let's just actually max out the system over there. Oh, and the fleet command limits are going up too. This is very, very nice indeed. And, ooh, clone armies. Okay. Is that actually worth me doing? Because I feel like I've already got proper gene warriors who are better than that. Yeah, leave it for now. Focus on getting the admin capacity up. That'll actually just make technology like the repeating text for more damage a bit cheaper. Wouldn't mind getting a few of them out before we hit 2500 as well. Yeah, you know what? A size 25 desert world that comes with crystalline caverns, a bunch of generators, a little bit of farming. I'll flip and take it. Let's get it down. Ah, yes, and of course this is perfect for the energetic tiles. They're good on generator worlds, rapid breeders, quick learners, communal, repugnant, which is unfortunate, but amenities are plentiful because you guys have actually got a resort world just around the corner from you. Yep, screw it, let's get it done. The game has actually proposed Eden Prime Prime as the name, which I love. We're flipping going for it. Yeah, Eden Prime Prime, let's go. We're also going to be needing a lot more armies. A lot of people just died, and I have been taught a valuable lesson about just how well guarded Fallen Empire worlds can be. Let's just, yeah, get a whole bunch of them in production, because they take a while to train up. Okay, it's going to take a total of 47,000 odd alloys to get the fleets back up to full strength. I'm gaining about 1,000 every 2 months, so honestly, that's not that bad. It'll be a matter of years away, but we're getting there pretty quickly. And just in case we need it, the enigmatic decoder is now done as well. Beautiful. We're getting into lovely rare text here, and ooh, hello, the null void beam. Did we learn that from? That's incredibly cheap. Hang on, what even is this thing? Range 120, bonus, wow. Okay, plus 400% to shield damage. That's worth knowing just in case. Yeah, okay. Was that something the Fallen Empire? I guess the Fallen Empire knew about that. I can't think where else we'd have got it from. Right, well that's done immediately. May as well just start getting, yeah, energy weapon attack speed up. Never flipping hurts. Oh, here's something really fun about the archives, by the way. So remember how that used to just be the Fallen Empire lands just sitting around being fed grapes by enslaved robots? Well, obviously we rearranged that society to suit how our society works, because we don't have people being fed by grapes. That's just not really a job that exists inside the MegaCorp. And guess who ended up as rulers? Because every single slot belongs to a flipping robot. Because when we started assigning jobs, it turned out the robots were vastly more capable than the actual Fallen Empire lads. So those robots now run the show, which is flipping marvellous. And even better, they're probably thrilled about being... No, I thought they'd be happy about the fact that they were no longer slaves and instead got to run the shop. But instead, they're actually miserable because they were recently conquered. Even though I promoted them from grape-feeding slaves to literally running the entire planet, they're still upset with me for some reason. Ah, yes, and don't forget to keep a close eye on the state of the ships right now. Do I need to keep on the phase disruptor approach? It's probably a good idea. The next major conflict that's going to be a problem is either going to be Awakened Empire or it's going to be Endgame Crisis. And for some of them, the disruptor can be quite useful. Against any Awakened Empire will be useful. So probably worth, yeah, keeping it like this. Evasion's already, in fact, actually, evasion's at 90%. Do I even need the enigmatic encoder anymore? If I actually put that in there, yeah, I don't actually need the encoder, because the encoder is giving me, yeah, evasion plus 20%. I'm already at flipping 90. I don't actually need that thing anymore. So I can actually have, ooh, what would be the best thing in that case? Interesting. Yeah, it's probably just tracking up, actually. Yeah, I'm glad I spotted that. So chance hit and tracking up. Now that evasion is already capped at 90%. That'll do right there. Lovely. Now, the downside of all those upgrades is, yeah, all of a sudden, dark matter is going to be in demand. A lot of demand. Luckily, I'm sitting on a stockpile of over 2,000 of that for now, but I'm not gaining it that quickly. So, hopefully, we'll be okay there. Hang on, Fleet Manager. How much do we actually need? Actually, it's only 500 to build everything that's brand new. Get on with that if you'd be so kind. Thank you very, very much indeed. Oh, hello. We've got ourselves a message from the Zenak Continuity. We don't hear from these guys very often. Yeah, this is a little robot Fallen Empire chilling out on its ring world just on the far side of the galaxy. Me and them, honestly, haven't had much to do with each other. So, what exactly do you want here? Ah, biological vulnerabilities. This is the event where they want to basically give me vaccines. Now, this can go one of two ways. I think I've had this both ways. If it goes well, it's actually, I believe, a permanent benefit to everyone, or is it just your primary species? I can't remember, but if it goes badly, I think it's only like happiness minus 5% for 20 years or something. So I've got plenty of happiness. I'm willing to take the gamble on that, to be honest. So yeah, here we go. So actually, the happiness goes down 5% anyway. I think it's worth it. The benefit, I can't remember what it is, but it's quite good. So if it's for our own good, I'll gladly do that, thank you. So, the robot, who is running the Beast and also Foundation, technically he's running it from Foundation. The Beast is actually a substate of Foundation, which feels wrong, but that's just how it is. The robot has picked up a particular trait. He's picked up the trait Corrupt, and that means crime plus 25, which I think may just be a horrible misunderstanding here. The robot's come up to him and says, just FYI, I'm corrupt. Oh no, he's in bed with criminals. No, I'm literally corrupt. Please, can someone just run a debugging program? Because this is really, really worrying me right now. But no, I think we've got the wrong end of the stick here. Lost in translation. But unfortunately, a corrupt machine is in charge. But we just think that means he has some dealings with criminals on the side, which may or may not be what he actually meant. I tell you what though, fair is fair. We may have actually overthrown the Fallen Empire and stolen their world from them and diddly-diddly-dee, but we do have something rather good that's just shown up here, which is, yeah, one of them wants to be governor. And as a cyborg, he gets minerals up from jobs 5%, which will, yeah, that'll do very, very nicely indeed. We've actually got 2 separate mining worlds going on in Asprania these days, so he will do an excellent job there. Oh, we got a lucky roll on the inoculations. Yeah, pop growth speed up by 5%, which admittedly could be bad as much as good, because overpopulation is starting to become a bit of an issue. Well, I say that, but then the only real problem with overpopulation is, yeah, it increases the migration pressure on new colonies, which is not bad, and it leads to high unemployment. But the welfare state I've set up means high unemployment just is more actual Unity. And Unity's buying me the Unity ambitions, which is actually good. So, okay, this all works out. And leaders another 10 years. Yeah, my leaders are living a long flipping time these days. And Eden Prime is down as well, which is spot on. So let's just get some generators built there. Absolutely flipping lovely. I imagine migration pressures are going to lead to this place growing very, very fast indeed. And you know what? Decision. Let's just hand out luxury goods and... What just happened? What? Hang on. What? Okay. Why did every fleet decide to simultaneously repair itself? Ah, that's why. Because I had a tech that actually increased armor hit points, which I'm guessing the game got confused about and assumed it was repairing up the armor? I don't know. Anyway, that explains it, that's fine. Now, before we get kicked out of their homeworld again, I believe next year we can actually go back to war to finish the job against the Fallen Empire. So right now, yeah, my science vessel's here, so even though they're in a nebula, I can see what's going on. So, how much defense? Oh, bloody hell. Okay, it's another 3,685, which is obviously exactly what I wanted to see. That's just flipping marvellous. So they've regrown all of that. But, yeah, their fleet appears to be limited to a single 50,000 strong fleet. And a bit of an odd looking one as well. Yeah, it's more small ships than I'd expect. Except, hang on, no. It's not. It's a normal fleet. The unusual fleet is, yeah, they've got 7,000 strength of assault armies just floating around. Alright, probably time to move my fleets out here. We've got plenty strength enough here. Let's just start moving in that direction. Also, I have spent an awful lot of flipping money training new armies, and I'm still only at 2,000 odd strength. Bloody hell. Yep, super flipping strong plans times many, but actually, you know what? We do need to train up a new general. Right, get rid of him. He's not very good. Go away. Let's find a new, better general. Army upkeep cheaper. Morale up. Here we go. Glory Seeker. Morale and damage up. Yes. And we need to, yeah, get you a little bit of training on the way. Alternatively, restrain. No, we don't restrain. We want a flipping Glory Seeker, alright? And that's... okay, that makes them slightly weaker because he's level 1. But I've got a plan. Also, I can't help but notice that, yeah, unclaimed right next door to the archives, we've actually got ourselves not a terrible little mining sector, actually. You know what? May as well go and lock it down. Go on, then. Oh, big news from the Earth Custodian ship, however. They're no longer custodying Earth. This is actually pretty embarrassing, because the whole deal was these robots were actually, like, guarding the humans. Earth has broken away from them, somehow or other. Possibly because, yeah, during that war they were significantly weakened. So, Earth is now independent and has decided to declare itself to be a xenophobic, authoritarian, militarist star empire led by a ginger person wearing a necklace. So, okay, I guess they just got bored of being pampered by robots. Oh yes, that war did sort of mess up the boards a little bit. I think the Shazarak managed to lose a little bit of territory, just the tiniest bit, to... yeah, that's the Yonderim. The Yonderim have claimed a tiny bit of space over there, so a little bit of shuffling. And, finally, now that someone inside the caravan company has bothered contacting me, I can actually speak to these guys, which is good. Because these guys sell you loot boxes! That's actually what they do, which is marvellous. So, if I want to open a loot box, yep, it's on an opulent pedestal. Ooh, untold riches. But yeah, you can't actually buy it with normal money. You need to actually buy their own currency to open loot boxes with. It's marvellous. So yeah, they do just contain a random portion of goods. But I know there's like a secret thing that's difficult to get that can be inside them that's a really good Empire-wide bonus. I don't know what it is. I just remember reading about that shortly after this DLC came out. So naturally, I'm planning to blow my entire Empire's economy on loot boxes, because that's gotta be a good idea. And I can also just play the slots with them, so you have a statistically excellent chance to win big. Marvellous. But again, you need caravan coins. Okay, how much do caravan coins actually cost? So 26,000 caravan coins is... okay, it's about a 1 to 3-ish ratio. So 1 energy credit is worth about 3 caravan coins. It's a bit on the expensive side, but go on then. I'm just going to buy a whole bunch of them. So I've just spent huge amounts of money, like years and years worth of income for my entire empire, on a cryptocurrency. Now, yeah, I've got 52,000 caravan coins. Beautiful. So, hang on. Go back to this. So with 52,000, that does not even get you that far, does it? I'm going to pull the lever. And ding, 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 ding. Great extended payout for, okay, for quite a few months, actually. So, minerals and credits. So, hang on, that's 40 credits up a month for 600 months off. I think that's good, right? Ah, but I'm not allowed to spin it again until that actually wears off. In which case, let's start opening loot boxes. And I think I can afford like 7 or 8 of them. So I would like to buy a loot box and, ooh, it is filled with untold riches. Very, very nice indeed. So, 4,000 energy, 4,000 minerals. I think I've just made a profit. Actually, haven't I just made a profit? And, ooh, now I'm allowed to actually pull the lever again. Pull the lever some more. And... okay, on this occasion I got nothing. Right, back to the loot boxes and... okay, purchase remaining 5. Need some time to prepare another. Oh no, they need time to prepare more loot boxes. Right, continue pulling the lever. Nothing. Pull the lever. Nothing. Pull the lever. Nothing. Pull the lever. Nothing. I believe that was about a decade's worth of income for my entire empire I just spent on that. You know what? It's probably time to walk away until these guys have got more loot boxes ready for us. There we go. The materialists have closed their borders, which means the 10 years are up, which means we can now declare war. But this time, it's a war of conquest for their entire flipping empire. Because now I've got that locked down. Just double check I did remember to do that. Yep, that's literally everything. That's your lot. Once this is all done, they are done. And after that point, any war in heaven is stuck up north. Still, we're not jumping in immediately. Last murder's a bit on the slow side. It'll take them some time to get over there. You know, thinking about it, should I be somewhat suspicious of the fact that I actually walked into a casino, tried the slots and won on my first go, opened a loot box, it was great, and then after that point, I just kept playing the slots and lost every time? It's almost like they rigged the game to make me more interested in playing more. Interesting. I wonder if that's true. That'd be hilarious if it was. Also, so this is fun. Over in, yeah, Alvira, right over by the actual archives, every single vassal in my empire appears to have sent over their science ships to scan it. And then they had nothing for them to do, so they just kind of left them here. So it's just a great big scientist party and everyone's invited. Anyway, all fleets standing by, overwhelming firepower, ready to actually go here. We may as well start bombarding this world and bombard it as much as we can before our friends show up, because otherwise they'll screw up everything. But screw it, you guys, this time we're making it stick. Alright, we are conquering you. Screw you, you bastards. Alright, everyone should now be moving in pretty much immediately because I positioned them right in the right spot so we can get on top of those guys before they're able to get away. Yeah, I think they're trying to escape. And, oh, sadly, we're going to be a bit busy dealing with this. So, their main force is going to be able to jump south out of the way. I'm not sure if they'll immediately try and come back north again to deal with me once I actually take down all their systems right here. Okay, screw it. For the time being, begin the bombardment of the Font of Knowledge. If that doesn't get their attention, I don't know what will. So you guys are attacking... You're attacking right. No, you do genuinely want to go south. For whatever reason. Okay, then. Okay, you know what? Deploy rapid response and first murder after these guys. Let's just go and flip and hunt them down. Other general purpose fleets, head north and just knock down their little northern platforms just so we can begin landing operations against their outlying worlds. That should work out just fine. And I think we've... Yep, here we go. Our rapid response fleets have totally managed to catch some of their forces out of position. And mass corvettes are just swarming these guys, and we're going to destroy a fair bit of their army too. As soon as this force warps out, we can just basically start laying into these guys. They are... What are they even doing? I mean, that's the warping out animation. I'm guessing they were warping out one by one. Just, yeah, there were a lot of them there. Okay, good job, guys. Well done. Oh, tragically, though, the Admiral was actually killed. Which is, oh, that's really annoying, because I'm pretty sure you were the mercenary admiral I paid good money for. Well, it never hurts to have a new snail admiral, because they always have the best name, and this guy's gale speed, which is nice to have. But yeah, just look at that. His name is Welk Skysail. I love him already. Welcome aboard. Now, up north, Wings of Indigo, my new, much more aggressive general, who is not going to hold back and deliberately slow things down, because that screwed us over last time. He needs to get some experience with landing operations. So let's actually just, yeah, go around the outlying worlds here. He should be able to march in against this, no problem whatsoever. And hopefully, he'll pick up some levels nice and fast. Please pull that guy back. I do not want any of our forces dying here. Thank you very, very much indeed. The rest of them should fall apart, no problem whatsoever. But yeah, unfortunately, these guys do have the robust trait, which is why they're so bloody tough to displace. And a nice, easy victory there. Beautiful. Did you by any chance just level up immediately? No, but very close. Fine, that should get you up to like level 3 before we engage in the full invasion. That's all absolutely fine. You head round over here. There's another world you need to land on again. I believe this is the second time this army's invaded this world in like a decade, so... They should probably see it coming. Right, you guys, head down here. Let's just knock out the rest of their starports. They've now got nothing left but about 24,000 of damaged ships. They're just desperately trying to heal up. But they're not going to be able to make it past these forces right here. In fact, these forces have engaged with this force twice. And they're still at like 98% health. So that's all absolutely flipping fine. Meanwhile, I did just leave last murder here bombarding the Font of Knowledge. That's down to 3,500 and going down extremely slowly. I am very, very sorry that we're going to need to devastate your beautiful city planet. I like your city planet, but you haven't really left me with much of a choice. Right, next invasion underway up here. Once again, it should be a simple walkthrough. Nothing major there, and this guy will level up, making subsequent invasions even flipping easier. Lovely. By the way, last murder, how about we set you as the to-be-followed fleet? And there we go. This guy is leveling up very, very nicely now. Let's just get him into position to continue doing that. Moving down in this direction. These two worlds go down. And then we should hopefully be in a position once my friends show up. And where are my vassals, by the way? Yeah, keep an eye on the war score. If my war score starts suddenly jumping, that means my vassal friends are throwing 10 million flipping armies. It's probably the Sakit again with their bloody cloned slaves. And a special thank you to Cornwall, who were the first people to actually arrive. Well done, lads. So they're just going to assist with the bombardment. I'm not sure if that speeds it up, if they've got, like, a more aggressive bombardment policy than me. I'm genuinely not sure, but, oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about your lack of housing and amenities due to devastation. I really genuinely am. Now, their fleet has managed to slip past me and it's just taken over a handful of areas around here, but honestly, it's 30,000. It's not going to be doing anything to me. That's all absolutely fine. We can just clear out all of these areas. You follow up and start landing on this planet too. Bombardment is continuing. In comes the first. In come the Euthonians. Possibly the first 7 armies that have decided to throw their lives away because they don't understand, maybe wait until I'm leading the invasion, but whatever. Yeah, watch that war score. Make sure they don't do it again. Oh, wait, no, you absolute flipping bastards. They just did a jump. They just actually used their jump drives to get on top of my armies. My flipping armies. Oh, no. Oh, you absolute dicks. They just used their jump drives to intercept my armies. And now the entire army has just been... Okay. I'll give them that was clever that they just did that. Because now they've done that, how exactly am I supposed to land on their main world? Okay, you know what? Well, if you're determined not to be invaded, I guess you won't be invaded. I guess what I'll do instead is devastate you down to the last man. I will bomb your people into non-cocking existence. Is that what you want? Because that's what's going to happen now. Okay, so at the moment, the bombardment is continuing. Is anybody invading yet? No. No one as yet has decided to invade. Stability is at 5%. Crime is actually starting to exist. Some of these guys are... You're heading north for some reason. Where are you guys going? You're attacking... Okay, you're just going to attack a pirate fleet with your armies, whatever. They could have been more use here, but I guess if that's what you want to do. Lovely big traffic jam of spaceships over here. Nice, and obviously, this is just the flipping time for an election, whatever. I think I like the existing guy, so unless anyone else is looking spectacular... No, I think I'm good with the existing guy, actually. Let's just make sure we get him back, thank you. And as soon as we've just cleared out anything they've taken over here, we're already occupying all these systems. There's no star bases for them to reappear at. At that point, their fleet is just missing in action till the war is over. Spot on. So, okay. Okay. What actually survived? Nothing survived. Oh, flipping great. Okay, you guys... Yep, heal yourself up, please. Let's just actually get these ships healed a little bit. So I've got 200 strength left over from an army of 2,000, and the general was merged as well. Okay, now I don't feel bad about the murder that's about to occur. Like, say, yeah, you bastards and your armies... I don't mind blowing up your armies at this exact moment in time. In fact, I feel quite good about it. I'm just going to look at this and feel very, very happy indeed, knowing how many of you are currently dead. Lovely. And now, their garrison strength is just going to go down slowly over time. Absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever. And my fleets are meanwhile just mopping up down here as well. I believe they are now out of any systems they were able to take. In which case, lads, head back for home, if you'd be so kind. Everyone just rendezvous there. Lovely. It is gonna take me time to regrow those armies, however, and they won't surrender to a full-on conquest unless I'm occupying everything. Meaning I actually need an army. Ooh. But then again... If I need an army... Right, excuse me. I know we don't normally do this, but, the Marauder clans... by any chance, do you guys sell armies? So, hang on, that is... No, that's just ships. You'll sell me generals and fleets and admirals, but not armies, which is a bit of a shame, because that'd be a nice thing to be able to hire. Right, I've deactivated follow this fleet on everybody... Cornwall, where are you actually planning to go? You're just following something for some reason. I'm just curious if that means you guys are planning to start your own invasions down the line. So the key right now are... What do you guys even... Why did you guys come that way? I don't know, possibly my subsidiaries using the L-gates to take some slightly awkward shortcuts, I'm not sure, but the Sakit came that way for some reason. Yeah, the Sakit are definitely doing their own thing. They're heading down towards Blonde, so I'm kind of hoping they might want to occupy that world for me, because this is certainly an appropriate target for them if they're bringing their armies along, and the Sakit generally arrive with very, very large armies. Yes, indeed, the Sakit are entering the orbit of Blonde 1, so they're getting involved, they're going to bombard that world, I imagine their armies will be arriving shortly. Spot on, well done Sakit. Ah, and here comes the meat. The Zikmok are sending a transport fleet of 58 transports. Bloody hell, lads, are you 100% sure you want it? You know what? I'm not going to say no. Well done. And the whole thing has got a combined strength of 1,500. Oh, you poor lambs. Oh, now this is interesting. Actual movement of borders over here. You may notice that, yeah, the Kefavad Trade Union have been split in two. The Havel Golden Foundation have seized territory. And that is, of course, the Roman Federation. They've actually gained some ground. Well done, lads. Well, looks like my vassals are actually helping now they're showing up. And it is, yeah, the Zikmoks are actually heading down over here. So the Sakit have actually got one planet sorted out. And the Zikmoks have got the other. And Cornwall are actually helping out the Zikmoks. They've decided to hang out with them. I guess they are close neighbours. Now you guys plan to... Yeah. There's about to be a major planetary invasion right there. These guys are going to be flipping slaughtered the attackers, but there's enough of them. Eventually, they will just basically drown these guys in their blood. What are you guys even sending in, by the way? These are just basic standard assault armies of damage between 2 and 4. These guys between 7 and 14. Yeah, you're a little bit outmatched, but... you are making a dent, so well done, quite frankly. Sure. Oh, bloody hell, what just arrived there? That is... sorry, did you just... What even... Okay, that's a lot that just flipping arrived. 5,000 strength is here. 5,000 strength. Right, so this is what the Zikmoks are spending all their money on then. 5,000 strength in assault armies. You know what? It's fine. The AI seems to be slightly struggling with some of this new economy thing. And apparently, despite the fact that everyone's too poor to afford a proper fleet, they can afford to spend ridiculous, ludicrous amounts on assault armies. Go on, why not, eh? Ah, that wasn't actually the Zikmoks. That was the Starfish. Apparently they got so sick of being invaded by the Sakit, they now just basically keep a standing army of 4,000 strength under all circumstances. And now they're heading over to... oh... I think they might be planning to head over here and help out. This is all flipping marvellous. We're up to 20% on the war score. Oh, please tell me this isn't about to happen again. This can't happen again. Yeah, you're sending your ridiculous mega army of 152 transport ships over towards Blonde 1. Blonde 1 might be... okay, no! Blonde 1 has actually already been occupied. Well done, whoever did that. In which case... I believe there's only one thing left, and I can verify that by having a chat to you guys. So, if I'm right, you should now at this point be... no, not there, actually. Sorry, it's down here. You guys should actually be... yeah, you're very close to accepting. That means only one system and one planet is deemed to be not under our control, which is the capital. So, how are we doing over here? Is anyone invading that right now? No, nobody! Right, guys... I think it would be safe for us to invade at this point. It seems to be pretty much under control, actually, yes. And, oh, here come the flippin' reinforcements. Yeah, you know what? Now I've already bombarded you into next week. I want the final invasion to be mine. Because you bastards killed my general, all my armies. They were really expensive. They took bloody ages. Oh, he didn't die. He just got deassigned from the army for some reason. Oh, revenge. Revenge will be flipping mine. These guys are now regrowing. They're up to 700 strength at this point. Right, where are all the others? Because if we could all, like, you know, do a mass invasion, that'd be spot on. So right now you're just following... ah, there's the Sakit invasion forces. You guys are just there as well. Is anyone interested in maybe invading their capital world? You know, the thing that we need to invade to win the war. Anyone? Anyone going to figure it out? Because there's literally one planet left you guys are allowed to invade. Oh, someone's already going in. And it's not one of mine, but it is actually being led by an owl. So, okay, whoever's going in, we're going in too, alright? I want you to have the chance to have your flippin' revenge. So, get down there if you'd be so kind. Thank you. In come the reinforcements. These guys, actually, you guys might lose. So, let me handle this, because while you guys are massively outclassed, I've brought the firepower, alright? I can stand up to these guys. So, back off. Let me have this, alright? My general has something to flipping prove here. And here we go. You guys had to be literally bombed back to the Stone Age to make this happen. And now, finishing you off. Screw you all. We are finally going to have the Font of Knowledge. Boom. We have occupied their worlds. Oh, that's lovely. And I believe they now have no choice but to accept. And yeah, as a result of that, I'll just be taking the lot. Thank you very, very much indeed. And you bite the hand that reaches out to save you from destruction. One day, your descendants will decry that you rejected our wisdom. Quite possibly, yes. That might well happen. So, they're probably going to, yep, they've decided to naff off. And now we just own them. We win the war. There is low stability on the Font of Knowledge. Okay. Now, how are we going to sort this out? Because now we own a lot of territory. And what does that even look like on the sectors? And oh no. Right. Okay, so, slight issue here. Slight issue. Which is, I was hoping I could actually free the Font of Knowledge, but keep the archives. But apparently I can't do that. That's not allowed. So as a result of that, Blonde is for some reason all by itself. Okay, Blonde, how are you doing? Are you cool, by the way? Are you basically alright? The answer is, well, they've got a planetary capital and one sky dome. And the new style population is, ooh, for once you're not being run by robots. You know what? You guys, let's just check you're actually, no, you don't have enough energy to survive. Okay, I'm going to set these guys up. And once they're set up, I'm going to free them as subsidiaries. And when I say free them, they're still kind of going to be my vassals. So, not like too much or anything. Okay, get some generators down here. That will provide the jobs that we need right there. And then, okay, other than that, you guys also need, yeah, you need a bit of food. So, build some of that. You've got plenty of amenities and housing for now. What else would you guys need to survive? Probably best we give you an energy grid, just because energy is the thing that seems to cause problems when it runs out. So, that's all under control, and these other worlds are basically very similar. Okay, so if I wanted to... Okay, hang on, why is that planetary capital to... Ooh, capital complex. Ooh, why not, eh? Go on. Yeah, that's going to be a big boost to my economy, because the Font of Knowledge is worth a huge amount of everything. And, oh, look at that right there. Though, energy just went down. Why did energy just go down? Possibly because I'm... Oh, it's because I'm flipping massively over starbase capacity. Yes, sure, I understand what's going on there. Okay, that's fine. Some of those aren't really going to be doing anything to me. Oh, these are shipyards. Oh, no, screw all of that. We don't need any of that business. Yeah, downgrade all of these. Yeah, thank you. There we go. That's that situation sorted out. In fact, I may have been slightly over the top there, but that's fine. I'm about to give away some of these things. And, oh, blimey. We're up to, like, yeah, 3,000 total. Oh, no, that's actually combined, so it's only about 1,000. Fine, that's not much better than it was. I just thought the Font of Knowledge massively boosted that. But no, it's okay. All right, that's fine. You'll be independent as soon as you can be. What are we going to do with the Font of Knowledge? Because, yeah, the problem I've now actually got myself is... if I want to set this area free, then the whole thing needs to be set free. And they would make good vassals. I mean, I could just basically say, you guys can self-govern. It's the equivalent of me having all along basically just turn them into a vassal. I mean, I could just do that. Maybe I should set them up to be more appropriate first. Yes, that's probably a good idea. Because right now, the Font of Knowledge is like a giant pile of residential arcologies, which is totally unnecessary because, okay, fine, there's not housing right now, but that's because we've bombed it. But as soon as it recovers, it'll be fine. So, okay, what do we need to make these guys run properly? Nothing spectacular, screw it. Just give them a governor who is righteous, make sure crime doesn't become a bit of a problem here. Yeah. What I need to do is basically hand these guys their independence straight back again, but like independence in inverted commas. But before I do that, yeah, the font of knowledge needs a significant rework. Because these guys produce, yeah, they do actually produce a decent level of alloys. And honestly, okay, fine, it's not how I would have actually made a city planet work, but it's not bad. It's not bad, really. Do I want to give these guys up? I mean, this is so valuable, I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should keep this. I mean, if anything, okay, I might want to give away some of this. Which bits do I want to actually give away right now? Because you can't give away your capital, that's not allowed. And that means these worlds can't be given away either. Devon's keeping the Empire fed, so MacLeod can't go. That's not allowed either. Prosperity could, in theory, be freed, but the problem is they would immediately afterwards starve to death. So that would become a failed state almost immediately. Foundation and the Beast are two crucially important to me in terms of both science and huge amounts of alloy production. They can't go. Eden makes a very small dent in the admin cap and basically provides me with free amenities across the Empire. And then Eden Prime over here, as soon as I get it set up, I suppose I could free it. That could be free as soon as I actually get it set up, but it needs to grow a bit first. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to free them as soon as they're all set up correctly. And it's all going to be flipping lovely. Oh, once again, robots in the executive roles. Congratulations, guys. You're now free. Yeah, we just need to basically wait for that devastation to wear off. Everyone else, naff off home. Everyone just like, go home. Everything should be fine. You guys just all go back to Ospra. And the fleets are actually all at capacity right now. Flipping marvellous. Okay, now that's good news. I'm flowing 8,700. We've got 300 capacity right here. And the Buha Vilar citizen... Who even are you guys? Hang on. Who are you guys? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, I forgot. You're a little kind of breakaway who's part of the Tabby Federation. My mistake. And there we go. Devastation is now ticking down as they actually rebuild their worlds. That's all absolutely flipping fine. How are we doing on... Yeah, same problem as we've seen before. There's a problem of a lack of jobs, which isn't a problem when your society is based around the principle of I get to lie here and robots feed me grapes. But in a world where robots are citizens and do jobs and all of that business, that can be a bit of a problem. Not so much for me, because, yeah, that's just Unity. But I probably want to... Oh, dear. What do I want to do here? Yeah, one affluent centre. Replace that with just commercial zones. We'll get some actual jobs going on. It's going to be fine. And for 163 people, you 100% do not need all these residential arcologies. Though that has produced a... Wait, hang on. That should produce... You should not have a problem with jobs. There should be... Oh, yeah, you've already got 100 clerk jobs right there. It's just they got filled very, very quickly indeed. Okay, that's fine. Let's actually replace that, because, yeah, that's 5 jobs, but I can create 10 jobs with a foundry. So, yeah, replace, like, one of these with a foundry, and replace another one of these with an industrial arcology. We need more flipping jobs. Now, there is also a severe crime problem just for the flipping minute, but that's mainly just because of devastation. It's fine. As soon as we repair the devastation, we've already got ourselves, 2 enforcers, and we are actually getting the system capital complex up. So that'll go up to, I believe, more enforcer jobs, isn't it? Yeah, 1 more enforcer. Once we get 3 enforcers down and the devastation wears off, that'll be fine. We will not need to worry about crime there. Now, we do have a problem that, yeah, there's not enough people on Blonde to work these here jobs. And yes, you can keep having your money, don't worry. Okay, where have I got overpopulation? Because, oh, well, I know exactly where I've got overpopulation. The font of bloody knowledge has got overpopulation. So if I just resettle a bunch of people over to Blonde, here we go. You guys, yeah, just ship a bunch of people over there. We've got a lot of people floating around that you can do that with. That will allow everyone to just do the jobs I'm setting up right now. And screw it, have a couple of unemployed ready to go as well. I am building more stuff over there. Blonde needs to be made to work. And it's got to have an energy surplus of 25% to cover the taxes to avoid immediately collapsing. So that's the one where you need a big profit. Make sure we're ready for that. Alright, the big one here. Right now I'm sitting on a giant flipping pile of Unity, and why am I not allowed to have this one? That's Mega Engineering. Fine. Grand Fleet. If I turn that on, what actually happens to the fleet size? 1,500. Okay, so that's nice. That's very, very nice indeed. I think we need to actually get, even more flippin' fleet set up. So, we've already got Last Murder. Okay, I think that means we need, like, Penultimate Murder. There we go, 24 battleships and 1 Titan. Bit on the expensive side, but go on, let's give it a go. Okay, over on Font of Knowledge, Devastation is falling. Amenities and housing is now recovering. So there's now enough to go round right there. And yeah, the place is back into a very, very healthy surplus. And the entire sector will be making a huge surplus as well. And, okay, bit of a skirmish going on here. That's actually... no, sorry. That's the main Tasty Elves as well. Yet another invasion there. This never seems to go anywhere though, so keep an eye on it, see if it does on this occasion. Oh, we finally got it. I've been waiting for this one for bloody ages. We've finally drawn Mega Engineering. Oh yeah. Oh flippin' yeah. Right there. Right there. Yeah, get it done. Get it flippin' done. I want some flippin' mega structures because MegaCorp introduced a bunch of new ones and some of them are very, very fun indeed. Okay, I am determined that on this occasion, the areas I'm about to free into their own independent empires are not going to immediately become failed states. So Blonde, because that one's on its own, that requires a bit of a deft hand. So it's got a surplus of food, Unity, alloys. I'm just making some more civilian fabricators for them right now so they can actually have their own consumer goods. So that'll all be absolutely flipping fine. They are making a loss of... they're making a loss of flipping gas because I've upgraded a building which I shouldn't have done. That's fine. I'll give you your own flipping gas production facility. But that'll cost them minerals, which they can't. Okay, you're just going to have to do without that. That's fine. Just, like, buy the strategic resources on the market or whatever. It's A-okay. So now I'm just giving them some mining districts so they've got enough money. But they need to have a surplus of, what is it? 25%. I think it's 25%. So that is... what's the actual income of... yeah, the energy income is 50. So I'm going to be charging them 10. They've got 10. That's good. Because, yeah, unfortunately, that's literally all the generators they can actually have down. Oh, did the Pirate King just flipping die? Sorry, Pirate Queen, in fact. Okay, then I guess we have no choice but to replace them. Who wants the flipping job? I tell you what, you're going to get cheap Corvettes for me. You're young. Let's flipping do it because I probably do want to train some Corvettes at some point. So you can have that job. That means someone's not leading this anymore. Need more flipping scientists and... ooh, hello. AI assistant, erudite. Yeah, go on then. Really cunning Roman. You seem like a good scientist to me. Off you pop. Alright, converting some of these cities into industrial and foundry arcologies just to increase the output of these guys when it comes to, consumer goods. But, what's the total actual income there? 750 on the old energy. So I'm going to be taxing them, like 150, 200. Fine, so they can easily cover that. No problem at all. In which case, we might actually be ready to... yeah, we could just free them immediately. Okay, hang on. Are we ready to free the archives into its own unique sector? It's making a profit across the board of everything. In addition, I have gifted them ahead of time a platform right here that has a shipyard on it. And in a moment, just 30 seconds, it'll have a naval logistics office too. So even if they decide to cancel all of this, and you know what, I'll cancel this now because I think we're pretty much ready to go, it doesn't matter. They have the ability to train their own fleet, alright? They physically can do it. So they have no excuse for not training a fleet once I make them free. Oh, and that was Mega Engineering that was just done. Oh, yeah. Oh, flipping, yeah. Mega Engineering. Yeah, you know what? I've kind of been saving this last slot because I flipping love Mega Engineering. Sorry, I can't say no. Galactic Wonders. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because there's new ones, you see. Boom. There we flipping go. Right. So... I think it's time for us to build one of them. Not by Foundation. Get over to Ospra. Alright, we're heading to Ospra. Okay, after some careful work on the supporting worlds, Font of Knowledge, yeah, that's now actually got itself some foundries and whatever to make sure it's producing plenty of refined goods, but it's making a slight loss in minerals. Archives, however, is making a profit in minerals, and I've slapped down a giant number of mining districts on the surrounding worlds, which are also perfectly capable of feeding themselves and providing bonus energy as well. And both of these worlds are producing huge amounts of energy right there. Yeah, I think we're actually in a good position to let these guys be free. Why not, eh? Yep, final double check here. They're making a profit in literally everything, and they've got plenty enough energy to pay in taxes that I will not immediately crash their economy, and they should be making enough money in alloys here to build their own fleet. So I'm generally looking forward to seeing how well these guys are going to work. So I'm going to, yeah, create a vassal right here. I'd say it can be called the Archives. That's kind of cool. And you know what? You guys can be the primary species. Congratulations, I've given you your territory straight back again. You just need to pay me taxes. Alright, that's literally it.
And they want to talk to us.
And they want to communicate, would you believe? And they've picked, ooh, they've picked a lovely little symbol right there. So now, they are peaceful traders, they're xenophiles, they're materialists, they're exactly like me. Marvellous. The Archives is 100% on board with you. They flipping love me. I'm going to offer you a migration treaty, because I flipping feel like it. They obviously say yes to that. Marvellous. I'm really curious how they're going to do. Now I've actually freed them again. Now, as for Blonde, how's Blonde doing? Because that one's complicated. I need to ship a bunch of people over there to man these jobs. But if I ship too many people over there, then there's going to need to be more jobs, actually. Okay, hang on. Which jobs aren't currently being done? Ah, there's a bunch of mining and technician jobs and clerks not filled. Okay, that's fine. Where have we got unemployment? And I believe, actually, shockingly, for the first time we've got unemployment on the Beast. 140 people to 130 jobs. Okay, this feels weird, but we're resettling people off the Beast. Alright then, I suppose. And with that, Blonde has everything it needs apart from strategic resources, which it's just going to have to buy. It's got plenty of alloys and, yeah, consumer goods to sell, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. It can definitely pay its taxes. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to let you finish up that mining district just to make sure you don't be idiots and actually cancel the damn thing. But after that, you guys are probably free to be, well, free, kind of, anyway. And yeah, at this point, we're just getting repeating text for administrative capacity, which is good, because that means at this point, yeah, technology is at plus 82, which is not bad for the size of the Empire and how many bloody planets I'm floating. And I have also given these guys, yeah, a basic little starport. I will actually just slap the Naval Logistics Office there as well. Spot on. Also, what does that mean? The archive is... Yes, they are now a subsidiary. That's fine. Blonde should be all done. Yeah, Blonde should be 100% fine. I've even given them a good quality governor. He's a robot, so he's good at everything, because that's just how robots are. Yeah, I think we're actually ready to free Blonde as well. And once again, that can be under these guys. It doesn't want to be called the Archives, though. That would be slightly confusing. I think it can just, you know, keep its name of Blonde. Blonde is fine. You guys be the primary species. Congratulations. And there we go. Now we just wait to see. I think we know who they are, to be honest. And they've gone for a lovely triangle. Here, have a migration treaty on me. And with that, these guys are now fully under our control. That fallen empire has now been eliminated. So we do not need to worry about them anymore. We don't need to worry about a war in heaven anymore. I've got out of it a huge amount of money, though. Ooh. Apparently my economy was a little bit more dependent than I thought on the Archives. I may have slightly aggressively overexpanded there. That's fine. That's 100% fine. I can make up for that and, like, you know, put down some more farms or whatever. I'm making a lot of flipping money right now off taxes. Oh yeah, subject taxes are 3,000 a month right now. Flippin' love it. Ah, and my construction vessel has made it back to Ospra as well. Okay, let's have a little look-see at megastructures, because there's some new ones of these. Yeah, obviously we know about some of these already, like the old Science Nexus site and the Century Array site and all of that business. That's been around for flipping ages. There are some fun new ones, however. So yeah, matter decompressor. You build that around a black hole and it just basically produces minerals, up to 1,000 minerals a month, which I'd say is actually pretty damn cool. This is one I really like, the Strategic Coordination Center. So that actually gives you fleet capacity, but it also gives you booster speed, which is really nice. Being faster than literally everyone else in the galaxy is pretty much priceless, because it just means you can outmaneuver everyone, including Awakened Descendancies, including any form of endgame crisis. I think that's pretty damn cool. Mega Art installation is Unity, which is total garbage, and I don't really understand why it even exists, because by the time you can build it, it's far too late to really gain any benefit out of it, so whatever. And Interstellar Assembly Site is, honestly, I think that's mainly for roleplay purposes, because that's just, yeah, bonus relationship with everyone around you, but it's not difficult to have a good relationship with people around you, unless they just absolutely despise you because of -1,000 for various reasons, in which case it's not going to make a difference. So, I'm interested in the Strategic Coordination Center site. So for 300 influence and 5,000 alloys, honestly, it's cheap as flipping chips for me. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say that's enough for now. We have made some powerful new vassals in this part, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, I'm just really curious what they're actually capable of doing. Can they be the first vassal to actually build a decently impressive fleet? Because up to now, most of my vassals are, yeah, 10,000, 15 at most. I'll be interested to see if the archives maybe can produce something a little bit more interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And yeah, I'll figure out exactly where I want to build my mega structure at the beginning of next time as well. And time is getting away from me. 15 years away, end game stuff can start kicking off. So, probably, I want to spend some of these lovely, lovely alloys on yet another new fleet. But up to 1,500 fleet cap, that's not that bad. That'll do. I'm starting to feel okay about my fleet, especially as we're now getting into repeating techs for more damage off energy weapons, more shield hit points, more armor. My fleets are looking good. So, we shall see if perhaps next time we get the first stirrings of the endgame crisis. I do not know. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Stellaris MegaCorp. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.